In this video, we're going to be talking about why you should not blindly trust no contact. But first, my name is Clay with ModernLove.life, where we help you get the great loving relationship that you're looking for without having to play hard to get, without having to play mind games, and without having to pretend to be someone or something that you are not, because you deserve to be loved for the unique, amazing, and wonderful person that you are. And if you agree with me and you like these videos, please do me a favor by hitting that thumbs up button. It does help us to show up more in YouTube searches and all that stuff, so help me out. Also, if you like what we're doing here, you may also want to subscribe to the channel so that you can get updates when we post and upload new videos, all that good stuff. Also, we're talking about the no contact rule in this video and why it may not necessarily be the right thing for everyone. If you do want to know the plan that we do recommend people follow, it's in our course called the X Solution Program. You can find more info on it in the description box below this video. I'm not going to twist your arm on it or anything like that, but if you're curious, check it out down below. Okay, so let's get into this. So yeah, there are a lot of no contact coaches out there that will, of course, tell you that you must do no contact all the time, that you need to trust no contact blindly, that you just need to do it, and that it'll make your ex come crawling back to you over broken shards of glass, and they'll be begging for the two of you to get back together. They'll realize the terrible choice that they've made, and they'll miss you so much that they will want to get back together with you. And can this happen? Yes, this can happen. Is this guaranteed to happen? No, it is not guaranteed to happen. I have been helping people with breakups and helping people get back together with their exes since 2009. And I have seen this happen before. And I've also seen this not happen many, many, many times. So I think it's actually kind of irresponsible for a lot of these no contact coaches out there to be telling you to just blindly do no contact, to blindly trust the plan, to essentially turn your brain off, and to just not contact your ex until they come crawling back to you over broken shards of glass, which you have conveniently left outside of your doorstep for them to bloody their hands and knees. But anyway, so let's get into this. Why is no contact not always the best solution? And the reason why is because there's really a fundamental difference in every situation. You know, no two situations are unique. No two situations are the same. But if you kind of turn your brain off and just sort of apply a sort of blanket statement to every sort of situation, then you run some very real risks of overlooking important distinctions, overlooking important dynamics that are at play, and potentially making a lot of bad mistakes. Let's put it that way. You know, I totally understand that there is a time and place for using no contact or radio silence or whatever they're calling it these days. But there is a difference between not contacting your ex because being in contact is doing more harm than good, and you're just trying to not do things that are getting you in deeper in trouble. That's a valid thing to do, but it's not necessarily going to make your ex feel inspired to contact you, inspired to get back in communication with you, and inspired to reconnect with you. Oftentimes there's going to be something else that you need to do instead. And that's where maybe I kind of differ from a lot of no contact coaches, is that no contact coaches often think that this is about, you know, making you look good, making you look strong, making you look cool, making you look elusive, aloof, a little bit mysterious or something like that. And that can be fine and good, but it's not necessarily what's going to get a relationship back together or what's going to save a relationship. Oftentimes what's going to save a relationship is going to be very different than what makes you look cool or good or aloof or mysterious or something like that. You know, if you're going to actually be in a relationship together, you're not going to be able to be mysterious like all the time. You know, I've been married for years and years and years with my wife, and she knows me inside and out, and I know her inside and out. Like, we are totally transparent with one another, and in my personal opinion, I think we have a very good marriage. There is no necessary need for mysteriousness or aloofness or playing hard to get or mind games or anything like that. Now, you know, granted, we can have fun and plan little surprises for one another or things like that, but we don't need to play mind games with one another. And if you think that a strong relationship is based on playing mind games or things like that, then good luck. That's all I got to say. There is a difference, okay? And so you want to start bringing yourself into alignment with what is actually going to make a relationship work, which in my experience and in my worldview and in my viewpoint is focusing on the quality of the emotional connection and allowing the emotional connection to bring the two of you closer together. Sometimes that will involve cutting contact because, maybe what you're doing isn't working. Maybe it's causing more distance to form between the two of you, more of an emotional disconnect. Or maybe, your ex is like explicitly asking for space or something like that. But other times, doing no contact can actually be the wrong thing to do because no contact actually sends a certain message to your ex. Oftentimes people have this belief that no contact is their only tool and that they have to use it whenever things don't go the way that they want them to. Your ex doesn't text you back, do no contact. Your ex is in a rebound relationship, do no contact. Your ex is upset with you, do no contact. Your ex is giving you one-word replies, do no contact. No contact coaches will, of course, tell you to do no contact at every single step along the way. But no contact sends a message to your ex that when the going gets tough, I go away. And this is not a very strong relationship indicator. You don't want to be in a relationship with someone who is going to give up and walk away whenever things get tough. That is not what most people imagine their great, wonderful, ideal partner that they can see themselves being married to, committed to for the long term, for a lifetime, all that stuff, doing. And so you have to be careful about doing no contact because you could potentially be sending the wrong message to your ex that I made the right choice in breaking up because this person is not relationship material. When the going gets tough, they get up and walk away. That is not the right signal that you want to be sending to your ex if that's what they're thinking in their mind. So you have to be careful about this sort of stuff. Again, there is a time and place for no contact, but it can be very dangerous to use it as your only tool in your arsenal. You have to know what is going to make the strongest emotional connection between you and your ex. Sometimes it is doing no contact. Sometimes, on the other hand, it's talking something through, talking through a misunderstanding, talking through something that it seems like they want that maybe you're not sure if they want, talking through some difficult feelings, because that can send the message that, hey, when the going gets tough, I'm willing to work things out. When the going gets tough, I'm willing to sit with you through your confusion, through your frustration, through the doubts that you're having, and we can make this work together as a team. And being able to work together as a team is a much stronger relationship signal to be sending to someone. When the going gets tough, we find a way to make it work. That is something that a lot of people can see themselves being a cornerstone in the relationship that they're meant to be in, a cornerstone in their partner's philosophy and worldview that they want to settle down with for a lifetime. So you want to be careful about all of this. I wouldn't recommend that you just blindly trust no contact like some no contact coaches are telling you. I'd recommend that you zero in on what's going on in your situation and in your relationship and say, okay, what is going to bridge the gap, the emotional gap between where I'm at and where my ex is at? Is it going to be no contact? Sometimes it is going to be no contact. Is it going to be something else, like talking it out, showing them that I'm committed, showing them that I'm open to working things out together as a team or something else? That can oftentimes be an alternative. And I've had lots of clients that have gotten back together with their exes and, they haven't done no contact because it didn't make sense in their situation. And I haven't been kind of, guilting them or bullying them into it or anything like that because I recognize that their situation is a little bit different and doesn't necessarily constitute doing no contact. I don't like to turn my brain off and just kind of treat one situation as if it's the same as any other situation, because it's not. And I don't recommend that you do the same either. So feel into your situation, figure out if no contact is the right thing for you to do or not. It might be, it might not be, but you're going to have to feel into it and kind of pay attention to that emotional connection, okay? Once again, if you do want to find out more about our strategy for getting back together with your ex, which may involve no contact. It also may not involve no contact. Feel free to check out the X Solution program. We'll put a link to it down in the description box below this video. And if you do like these videos that I'm doing here, please help me out. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel so that you can get notifications in your news feed on YouTube here when we do post and upload new videos. But once again, my name is Clay with modernlove.life. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you do want to learn more about our take on the no contact rule, check it out over here in this video series, or you might want to check out this video right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Please take care and have a good day out there.